In today's episode, we are going to talk about strong bones, strong life. We are going to talk about osteoporosis after age 50 and what you can do in order to fix it. I want to introduce myself. I am an ENT surgeon who specializes in facial rejuvenation. And on this channel, I bring you tips and tricks on how to stay young and healthy. Please like and share this video with your family and friends if you enjoy it. So let's get straight into the topic of strong bones, strong life. What is osteoporosis? It is a disease of the bones where there is a loss of bone density and loss of bone mass, making the bones fragile and prone to fracture. When does this typically occur? Typically occurs when you are above the age of 50. But nowadays, because of our unhealthy lifestyle, it is also seen in younger patients. What are the symptoms of osteoporosis? Initially, there are no symptoms, but as the bone loss continues, you might have backache or some pain in the bones, and sometimes you might even notice that you have lost height over a period of time. Fractures are the most common manifestation of osteoporosis. Common sites for fractures are the spine, the hip, and the wrist. What causes osteoporosis? One of the main causes is hormonal imbalance, especially low estrogen levels. This typically occurs after menopause in women, but it can also be seen in men at times. Other causes include vitamin D deficiency and lack of weight-bearing exercise. Certain medical problems like rheumatoid arthritis and liver diseases can also cause osteoporosis. Malnutrition and smoking are other risk factors. What are the risk factors for osteoporosis? Age is definitely one of them. Women are at higher risk, especially after menopause. A family history of osteoporosis increases the risk. Also, people who have had fractures in the past are more likely to develop osteoporosis. How do we diagnose osteoporosis? So, a bone mineral density test is the gold standard for diagnosing osteoporosis. This is a painless test which uses low-dose X-rays to measure the density of the bones. It is called as DEXA scan, or dual-energy X-ray absorptiometry. Now we come to the important part, treatment. The first-line treatment for osteoporosis is medication. These are called bisphosphonates. These tablets help increase the bone density and reduce the risk of fractures. Some examples are alendronate and risdronate. These have to be taken once a week. There are some side effects which you need to be aware of. One is called osteonecrosis, which is a problem of the jawbone. So you should not take these tablets if you have a problem with your teeth or with your gums. Another side effect is irritation of the stomach and the food pipe. So you must take these tablets with lots of water and do not break them or chew them. You should swallow them whole. The second line of treatment are the denosumab injections. This has to be given once every 6 months by injection. It acts by blocking the cells which are responsible for breaking down the bone. These injections are safe and convenient. However, they are a bit expensive. Apart from medicines, what else can you do to prevent osteoporosis? Let's talk about diet and nutrition. Are there any vitamins or supplements which are helpful? Yes, there are 3 important supplements which you must take. No. One is vitamin D. Vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium from the gut, so it helps build the bones. The recommended dose is 600 to 800 international units per day. You can get vitamin D from sunlight also. Just 10 minutes of mild sun exposure on the face, arms, and legs is enough to produce adequate amounts of vitamin D. Number 2 is calcium. Calcium is the main mineral which makes up our bones. Recommended dietary intake is 1,000 to 1,200 mg per day. Good sources of calcium include dairy products, leafy green vegetables, and nuts. Third supplement is vitamin K. Vitamin K activates the proteins which are essential for bone formation, so it works along with vitamin D and calcium. Recommended intake is around 90 micrograms per day. Vitamin K is available naturally in green leafy vegetables and fermented vegetables. Are there any foods which are harmful for the bones? Yes, there are 2. No. One is caffeine. Excessive caffeine intake can increase the excretion of calcium from the body, so avoid excess coffee and tea. Second is salt. High salt intake can lead to calcium loss through the kidneys, so you should try to avoid processed and packaged foods which contain excess salt. Apart from diet, what else can you do to prevent osteoporosis? Exercise. Weight-bearing exercises are very helpful. Examples include walking, jogging, climbing stairs, dancing, and aerobics. Exercises which make your muscles stronger will also help increase the bone mass. Yoga is also very beneficial. Asanas like Konasana 3, Ustrasana, Thanurakarasan, and Virabhadrasana are very good for strengthening the bones. Let's now look at some home remedies for prevention and treatment of osteoporosis. First one is sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are rich in calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin K. You can add sesame seeds to your breakfast cereals or make delicious sesame seed snacks. Second is jaggery. Jaggery is a natural source of calcium. You can enjoy jaggery in many forms like sweets, halwa, or just as it is. Third one is almond. Almond is a very good source of calcium and vitamin D. You can enjoy almonds as a mid-morning snack or sprinkle almond powder in your salads. Fourth is apple. Apples are rich in calcium and boron. Boron is a very important trace mineral for maintaining bone health. You can enjoy apples as a fruit or make delicious apple juices. Fifth is lentil, Bengal gram or Bengal masoor. Dal is extremely rich in calcium. You can include this dal in your daily diet. Let's now look at some points which you should remember. Prevention is always better than cure. So take all the preventive measures I have discussed today to decrease your risk of developing osteoporosis. Once osteoporosis develops, it is difficult to treat. Even with medicines and supplements, only 10% of the bone mass is replaced every year. So treatment is a long-term process. Be patient and follow your treatment regularly. If you have enjoyed this video, please press the like button and share it with your friends and family members. If you have any queries or doubts, please comment below. I will try my best to reply to all your queries. Once again, wishing you all a very happy and a healthy life. Bye-bye.